Article entitled "A Bold Declaration." There is no chance of the Swiss Yatras taking home the victory of this year's marathon competition again, says Vishwadev Das, temple president in Heidelberg, now in Golokadam. We will mobilize all possible and impossible forces in all moving and non-moving distributors to get back the trophy. Responding to this statement, Harinamananda sent the following letter to the German Sankirtan meeting held just before the marathon. For your information, Switzerland will have 30 devotees out distributing. That means we are planning to double the results of your Vyasa Puja marathon in October. This will be the biggest marathon in history. Oh, Sankirtan warriors of Germany, you seem to have forgotten your territorial dimensions. Your kshetra is 10 times bigger than the Swiss and has 10 times more inhabitants. GDR not included, whatever that is. DDR, okay. That means 10 times as many books should be distributed there. That's your responsibility. Admittedly, in this marathon, you are only 60 devotees, but you have 10 times bigger the battlefield, where hardly anybody knows these books. All over the world, the Germans are famous as the best experts, fanatics, and fighters. And this is also expected of you in this marathon. That means you have to double us. Until this point, while this letter was read at the meeting, the German Sankirtan devotees were laughing. Now, no more laughter. It is very important that Germany blooms completely. Germany is the country in Europe that the whole world is watching, and by which the whole world will become inspired. The Swiss are not taken seriously because the Swiss are special, they say. When the German book distribution blasts the borders, then the other yatras will have no excuse. Therefore, you have to be conscious that you have the greatest responsibility. No one within the three worlds will be able to stop the overwhelming advance of Germany's book distribution. No king, no law, no police, no demon, no rakshasa, nothing and nobody. Only the devotees themselves. So we hope that as a start, you will at least win the battle of December, because this year you lost the war long ago. Referring to both Yatra's total yearly scores. Yeah. Haribol. Harinamananda Das Ki Jai. So, Harinamananda Das. That's a good question.
What year is this? 89. I joined 90. Davida told me that you was number one. What year is 89?
I think it's 1990, because they're referring to the marathon before 1989.
So there should be quite a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't have so much time, so I quickly want to move on. So I want to have 3 parts in which I wanted to structure this meeting, like something locally here, that we, it's good when I speak in English, huh? Everyone understands English? Yeah. Somebody needs a translation? No, okay. Yeah, so at first I want to concentrate on Simhachalam, like on the local devotees, what we have for plans here. And then I want to refer to a group we newly founded, like an activity group, because in the history of the German talking Sankirtan Alliance, which was originally founded to support the book distributors and to manage as a link between the book distributors and the BBT. It happened apparently that most of them are now grihastas and not distributing anymore. They do a lot of organizational stuff regarding the books and laws and so on, what we don't even want to know about, and that's very good, and they give a great support. But it came up in the beginning of this year that some practical structure and leadership is missing, because that was actually also the role before of the Sankirtan Alliance somehow, because the members were also big book distributors and were giving a lot of enthusiasm, inspiration, and also Jainitai Prabhu. He couldn't come to this festival, but he's a Sankirtan coordinator at the moment, and he sent a small video which I will play tomorrow at the score reading to greet us, to congratulate, inspire us more. But he's very engaged. He's the temple president of Berlin as well, and he has a business, he has a big family and many small children, so he's very engaged. So we founded this group, and for everyone it's an open group, and I wanted to use this opportunity to introduce also this group later on, and then I will show many ideas I had where I wanted to invite every one of you, if someone is inspired from that idea, to take part and to do something in this regard in the next year. And there is also space for your ideas also, yeah. And as a short, maybe a little bit, it could be too much, this this big thing, going out in a van and going to a city and the whole day trying to give someone a book. Yeah, this is a very nice opportunity to give everyone the chance to come outside and just try it. Yeah, and every month, almost like 10 months we did it. We went to Passau and one time to Linz, and we built it up a whole festival, like a tent, and we played 5 to 6 hours kirtan. We distributed tons of cookies, and we had a nice book table. So for everyone in Krishna consciousness, there's the possibility to connect and to do some preaching on the street. It's like the whole temple moves to the street. And we want to continue in this year, and this is like a short clip created by Narayani Mataji of all the videos of this year's Community Sankirtan Festivals. So enjoy. It's only 2.5 minutes. But we don't see the picture, huh? Do I have to press something? Mach du mal. Ich mach sowas nie, weißt du.
Weißt du gerade, Bildschirmspiegel, Mac, Gokula? Einfach rüberschieben, ja?
Rüberschieben?
Moment. Ja, so.
Aha.
Und dann für jetzt einfach.
Kannst du es groß machen noch? Na, passt schon. Ist okay. Vielen Dank. At some point we managed to bring deities also to the festival. That was very enriching. Haribol. Yeah, so it was very blissful, and it was not so hard to organize. So we have a person in the governmental office in Passau, and I just sent him an email. Hey, we want to make a peace demonstration, and he just confirms and says yes, okay, and then we do it. It's very nice. So now I need to have this text on the laptop.
Und so, genau, ganz noch. Ja, kannst du noch weiter? Siehst du es? So? Ja, ein bisschen hinzoomen. Und, ja, hoch runter, ne?
Super, vielen Dank. Dankeschön. Ja, also da sind so ein paar Punkte, die betreffen alles im Hatschalam. Und das starte ich einfach mal mit dem Community Sankirtan Festival. Das habe ich ja jetzt ein bisschen English. Yeah, I will start with the Community Sankirtan Festival. Unfortunately, I wrote it in German. I'm sorry, but I will read it anyway. Probably you also understand. And we want to continue with the festivals, but because we also have a preaching center in Linz, we want to do it 1 month in Linz and 1 month in Passau. And in Passau, in Linz, it's also very nice because there's a place called Taubenmarkt, which is very frequent with trams, and people are always crossing. And it's like a complete download of the spiritual world every time we do it. One time you also saw was Navina Nirada Prabhu with us, and he made a book distribution seminar, and then we all went there. It was really nice. So we want to continue with this service. And maybe it's also an idea for your temple, wherever you come from. And it's a wonderful opportunity for sure. If you would go just on books, you probably would make more books, but it's like a whole yagya, you know, also with prasadam and everyone involved, so many people and the holy name. It's like really, really powerful. And yeah.
This is how Vasheshkapur does it, or you have kind of adapted?
Well, I don't know what exactly he's doing, but I heard how he announced it. I didn't saw pictures or videos or what equipment they have, but he said, yeah, like the focus is to bring the whole community out, and that for everyone it's easy to distribute because we all out. The success is that we step outside of the door, there's no pressure, and everyone gets the chance. And I'm not sure if he's doing like we do with this festival kind of thing, like with the stage and with the tent and all of that. But we found it very attractive because the people think, oh, it's bona fide, you know, like in the city, a tent and everything. So, yeah. May not be completely the same, but yeah. Yeah, and occasionally last year, even though it was since a long time the desire of His Holiness Kadambakanana Maharaj that we connect more with Nuremberg and Munich, we plan this year that we do it regularly. Like I was talking to Balaram Prana Prabhu and Harivenu Prabhu, I will talk that they are some kind of responsible, because they are most of the time here, to that we organize some kind of Harinam Sankirtan adventure to either Munich or Nuremberg once a month. And we want to invite then the Nuremberg devotees also to come to Munich, or the Munich devotees to come to Nuremberg. And last time also Danakeli Mataji came to a festival here, brought the deities. So it's nice to unite also in these things. And this is a plan. And my idea was for festivals, because we have a book table always, but there's so much to do, so much service, etc. Was my idea that we have it as a seva, that someone is at the book table and distributes books. That was an idea, because there was also one occasion when Heidi Mataji and Rohan Prabhu, I think, they were just, someone should distribute books, and I said to them, do it. Yeah, if you're inspired, do it. And then they distributed in 10 minutes, 20 books, or what was it? Little less. Okay, little less. Yeah, but it was very nice. And I feel to this occasions, many people come, many devotees, and it's a great opportunity. But we should give this more attention. Let's say it like this. What do you think, Govindadev Prabhu, about this point? Ja, dass es vielleicht jemanden gäbe, der sich da dann während des Festivals darum kümmert, die Leute anspricht und so.
Especially the weekend, we have so many big amount of Indian visitors. So I think this year we distributed from the book table maybe 800, 900 books. And last year was a little bit less, but the year before we had 3,000 books from the book table. And it's just standing there and the donation box. So if we are more proactive, then maybe double the amount of people will come. So it's certainly.
Ja, 800.
Try to combine it also with the lecture we have in the noon time.
Ja.
Because always on Friday, Saturday, Sunday we have a noon lecture before the midday prasadam, lunch prasadam, and whoever is doing that lecture, he could also then sit there and distribute the books. So sometimes Sanjay anyway was doing like that. He was giving the lecture and then sitting there.
Ja.
But yeah, like a simple book table, like you said, 1 year, somehow we put it very prominently and we organize it every year with like a nice pyramid and it's 3,000 books in 1 year, just big table and donation box.
Wow. Yeah, I think we will speak more detailed or determined in another context because we don't have so much time. But this was a thing, and then a greater thing, like what we just recently discussed with Varada Prabhu from Czech. We plan to make this year Padayatra in Simhachalam. So Govindadev is also excited about it, what I heard. No? Yes, okay. Okay, this is a yes, sorry. Yeah, so they bring oxen and we have a cart and then we want to, like we did in Austria, we did also this year, but without oxen, which was also very successful. Like we went through the whole city and they plan to do it this year also in Austria, and everyone is welcome to join. If you want to experience something like this, we will make a promotion for it. It's very sweet and you grow so much together as a team and everyone can bring his talent in and it's so enriching and it gives so much spiritual joy. Like every day was increasing more and more. Like it was very, very ecstatic and successful. And but in Simhachalam we plan to make it with real bulls and that we are traveling from these small towns here nearby and then we want to make it during vacation time here in Bavaria, that we can sleep in the schools, training halls or something. Yeah, and then we cook here, someone delivers the prasad, and then we make Harinam through the city with the cart. Yeah, so this is also something you can be enjoy and yeah, stay in contact with us. We will make promotion. Hmm? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that was also a desire of the Guru Maharaj of Varada Prabhu. Yeah. So, is there something that you want to contribute as an idea to these points, or you have an additional idea for Simhachalam? Any one of you? Something that came to your mind, or no? Nice list. Okay, let's keep it like this. Then we continue. Then I come to this activity group. I was telling already about it. There are some devotees in it. Paramatma Krishna Prabhu, Ajita Gaurangi Mataji, Misha Prabhu from Hamburg, and Jainitai Prabhu, Rupa Vilas Prabhu, Kripa Sindhu Prabhu, and myself. And for example, we were discussing like rules and regulations for book distribution, like orders of books. Yeah, what else we did? We managed this year, like which books to translate, and also we organized this festival with the group and the gifts for the Sankirtan devotees. And I mean, with everyone who is enthusiastic and who wants to take up responsibility in regard of the Sankirtan book distribution, Harinam in Germany is highly welcome. So it's an open group, everyone can join. and you can meditate upon it. You can approach me at any time, and we are happy about every single one of you. If you feel the call, if you want to contribute something, you are very welcome. Yeah. And yeah, this is the next point. Jainitai Prabhu mentioned, the Sankirtan coordinator. His desire, and also the desire of all the temples in Germany, which came out through the NC meetings, was that they need more support there from devotees who are doing Sankirtan book distribution, to enthuse them, to make to go with them out at the temple, to make a book seminar. And I was doing it last year, and it was very nice to my capacity. I was traveling through Ratha Yatras, and then I stayed at the temples a little bit, for example, in Hamburg, almost 2 weeks, and a little bit in Leipzig, and in Munich, and here, there. And the devotees are so grateful, and it's for everyone enlivening, and you can go out and share with whoever is there, and we do something together. So this is something very desired, something I really want to encourage you. And for example, I heard that what's her name? An elderly Mataji, she's not here at the moment, but she, as far as I heard, invited Heidi Mataji, for example, to go to Berlin. I forgot her name. Did she? Yeah, but for example, for you, I mean, you want to distribute books. For you, it's hard to distribute here. You don't really have a party. That's some kind of idea, that you visit temples, that you go with the devotees who are there. For example, in Berlin is Ojaswini Radha Mataji, or you visit Lilamrita Mataji in Cologne, or you go with some Mataji group together to a temple, for example, to Vienna. And then it's for you an adventure. You can practice book distribution, and it gives life to the temple. More devotees, more new people come to the temple, etc. So this is something I want to encourage you, and I want to invite you also in doing book workshops. Like I myself, I gave in 1.5 years now my 4th book distribution seminar, and I had no qualification. I didn't know anything. I just distributed for 1, 2, 3 years, and then there was a possibility, and Krishna gave me the intelligence, and it helped me a lot to go deeper into book distribution. So it doesn't mean that you have to be a professional, or that you have to be super scholarly or whatsoever. If you want to, you find the inspiration, I can really encourage you to also do it. It's really desired in the yatra, and I guess it would be great for your own personal growth, as well as for the community as well. Yeah, that you there is so much online material from Vaisheshika Prabhu, from Navina Nirada Prabhu. I have material from Mangalananda Prabhu, Kripa Sindhu Prabhu, and I also plan to make in the beginning of March a book course with Kripa Sindhu Prabhu here on site, and with under the week with lectures. And if you are inspired for your temple or for your community or for yourself, please approach me or us, and we can give you material, we can give you practical tips, or we can even do it together. Yeah, that's also nice. So please meditate upon it, and we can talk about it. So this is really desired, as Jai Sachinandana Prabhu also mentioned. If you if you travel a little bit around from the temples, you get a clear sight that it's not really much going on. Yeah. No? I remember that you said it. I don't know exactly when. No, I don't want to. Yeah, it's just. It would be really good for every temple if we would do a little bit more preaching in regard of book distribution and in regard of Harinam. That was a very clear perception also of Navina Nirada Prabhu. He also made a Germany tour this year, and he also would like to see more life. And in regard of that, this was a thing that inspired me very much. I did the last 2 years also the Ratha Yatras, and 2 years ago I was in Paris, and that was really inspiring me how they did. That time Gaura Nataraj Prabhu was there, disciple of Janananda Maharaj, and they did it so organized. They had like several cards for the devotees, like not for personal devotees, but just for the general devotee public, that everyone could join the book distribution at any time. Yeah, so they had a separate car which had an open back with books, and they had trolleys, and they provided all the devotees to take distributing the books, and it was a huge success. And what I see in Ratha Yatras is that it is not at all organized, that they hope that maybe book distributors come, and maybe there are some devotees coming, like someone of Ukraine was very present this year. For some Ratha Yatras came Govinda Kund and Advitya Baladev, but mostly no devotees are there distributing books. Some distribute prashadam, most flyers, yes, but books we could, if we would do, I don't know, I haven't been in Zurich or Basel, but at least in Germany it was not so organized and really that the devotees were behind it. And Ratha Yatra is such a nice opportunity to do it, because it's so much attraction from Jagannath, like so much spiritual pleasure. And especially after the procession took place, there are so many Indian families, so many devotees around, like the best time is after, and it's easy to distribute many, many books. And if we would do this a little bit more focused and more structured, and with some being more mindful, maybe have some devotees who just carry the trolleys and then invite people to take part, we would distribute way more books and give more life to the communities there also. Yeah, so if you find this interesting and inspiring, if you are a book distributor or you want to take part in organizing it at the temple, please also approach me. And originally I planned to write here names, but this is something general. So I anyway will, when the Ratha Yatras come, will communicate with you when you are also taking part, and then we can see what we can manage with the people who are there. Yeah, find some ideas how we can distribute better at the Ratha Yatra. And then something that also captured my mind was when I met a lady from Thalia in Linz. And she was very attracted from the books, and she bought the books, and she said, yeah, just come to my office and we talk about it. But somehow I lost it, and I wanted to find a list with the books and descriptions, and it got lost. This is, I think, a big field. Like, we could go to these bookshops, Thalia, Osiander, I don't know, there are many others, and they just sell the books for us. I was just in Freyung, and it's a very small bookshop, and I asked them, hey, do you want to sell some books? I showed some not so far out books, like some cookbooks and some biography of Prabhupada and Gita, and they said, yeah, sure, you just send us the price that is official for it, and your tax number and this and that, and then we sell it for you, and you make us a bill, and we send you the money. So it was very easy. I talked with Amrita Gopi Mataji from the office, and she made a recipe, and now they are selling our books, and we don't have to do anything, and it creates Lakshmi, and they are distributing the books for us. So how would that go when we would do it with such big books, trades like Thalia or something? Yeah, we could distribute thousands of books, maybe. Yeah, so here we could write names under it. So I want to encourage, I just want to ask now in the public, is anyone inspired from that project and would like to take part in it? In making contact with bookshops like Thalia, Osiander, getting together the informations, which books we could sell to which price, make an appointment with them, with a chef or with a chef from the market, and to make a deal. Anyone?
Big responsibility.
No, we can. Yeah, I mean, we just have to start, no? And we don't have to do anything. But I mean, just it's not such a big thing. Contacting the BBT, about descriptions of the books or some pictures, and then make a nice PDF or something, and then we just have to call. Hey, I would like to present my. I guess it's not so complicated. Cool.
It's many books. If you see his, it's mainly to shops and like.
But he's only contacting the Swiss shops.
I think so, yeah.
No, German.
Yeah. Maybe he's already doing some of that. Germany also.
Because he's very like he's also known in Swiss.
Yeah.
For the book management.
Yeah, he's ordering the books.
So it would be good to get in touch with him. He's very, very experienced because it's a good idea, but I know that some people like back up from this because they think they will present it wrong one time, then you lose a big. So it's important to be capable and confident and presentable, and so if anybody goes there and then they're like, thank you. Then might lose a big opportunity. So on top of it.
Is there someone in the room who would be good at it? Who would like to take part in this? Or someone else you could consider from the German Yatra who we could ask? I mean, this work in putting it together, making a document or something.
I think it would be good to get information from the National Government.
Mm-hmm.
We can present it in the National Council, and then
Yeah.
we have the leaders from all the main countries in Germany.
Okay. I write my name because I want to push it.
You can put national, present it in the National Council.
These Indian shops, they also can take books and sell them in the shop.
Hmm.
I have experience regularly they take some books.
Yeah, actually in Reutlingen, I also managed now to start something like this. Like there's also like an Indian grocery store, and I shopped there a lot when I was living there, but now I have some relation, and there's a whole, like such a bunch of Srila Prabhupada's books right before the cashier. But it's nice, but it's more like this book boxes, you know, that after some time you have to go there and then you have to collect, you have to fill it up. But that was my idea with the Thalia. It's more like a big fish, because then maybe you can bring there a pallet of Bhagavad Gita, or you know, like it's a little bit, they sell it it's a little bit more, but yeah, also a very nice idea. Yeah. Smart boxes. Is there someone in the room who wants to support this? Who maybe has some idea in his hometown or something, and he needs some support? Not right now.
Smart boxes, you mean like this independent boxes with a donation box?
Yeah. I mean, you probably ask the owner, you want to buy some from me, and then he sells it. Okay, yeah. Not really at the moment. But I'm anyway. I mean, when we travel, we can try it at any time, huh? It's always nice to try to go to these shops and sell some books. Yeah. Yeah. But do you think this must be organized more? Should we organize this more?
Smart boxes?
No, or sell books to these fancy shops, like.
Indian shops, I mean?
Yeah, or anyway, there are many like incense or esoteric or. Should we organize this better? That we.
Sure.
Okay, like shops. Someone eager to take part there?
I think the thing is that not too many Germans here. We need more Germans in the
Yeah, it's just for now. And I will do the same again in the activity group. And I will make promotion also in the big Sankirtan group. That because since we did it half a year ago, we didn't make again promotion for people to invite that they can take part. And many points you can also maybe mention later and see if you find something important to do there. Yeah.
You could also present it with Janita, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. So my next point was like we have here this European projects, and they give a lot of support, the European government, in form of Lakshmi. And as far as I feel and see, are the books so powerful that maybe we can get some kind of support from the government from it. This came so often in my mind, and in my point of view, we should start in trying to establish there something that in some kind of way we can present it in a very nice manner, that we get some support from the government, that they give us Lakshmi that we can distribute to schools or libraries, full sets or something. What do you think about that?
Yeah, the European, they're going to subsidize, it's like an ocean. So if you're in it and you know what to do, almost anything is possible. But you need to know how to do it, and you need to write like many pages, describe your project and answer all their questions, and then you could get, we have this Erasmus and European Solidarity Corps here in Switzerland, and it's a huge work. This is like writing a thesis or like a master's,
So much writing.
Yeah. So if you can do that, then you can get, every year 100,000 euros. But you need to do a lot of work.
So this is a full-time job for someone very enthusiastic about this.
Is currently doing that department here. So if you manage to inspire him to plan or find somebody to write it. The most difficult part is find somebody qualified to write a project.
Yeah.
Describe it. Because the idea of the European Union is they subsidize anything that is promoting unity in the European Union and mobility of young people in the European Union, and anything that's related to that, and also sustainability. There's the SDG, the Sustainability Development Goals until 2030. Many countries have joined this, and whatever fits this description, also they support. So if you present it in the right way, and what we're doing is environmentally friendly. We have simple living, high thinking. We have community events. We have music. We have kirtan. We have study groups. So you have to just present it in the right way, and you need to find the right way, the right type of this. It's an ocean. It's like hundreds of different.
And we need to know what we want to do with the Lakshmi.
We know what we're doing now here, but that's like a small part. Like if you dive into it, you can certainly find the right way, but you have to find it. And books and study. You just find the right way, because there's like local groups, mobility groups, exchange groups. It has to involve people. So you have to involve people who are taking part in this project, and explain how is it promoting unity, mobility, sustainability.
So you think education could also be?
Yeah, of course. Like education, giving people skills is a big part. Then people should have mobility within the European Union. They should develop skills. So if you can show that they're developing a skill by this project, then
You wanted to say
And
something?
since our community is called international, it's anyway beyond the borders of one country. So if this is stressed and the youth is in some way, that should be quite a good argument.
Hmm.
Because we have so much, wie sagt man, cooperation between nations in our society. Because Bhagavad wanted it to be international. But we don't have a European institution, right? Something European we don't have. We have national council and regional, but regional.
Gibt es einen europäischen GBC oder sowas?
Euro RGB.
Okay, then we have.
Ja. Gibt es da noch irgendwelche Ideen zu dem Thema von eurer Seite? Oder irgendwas, was ihr vielleicht denkt, was man... Oh, you have any kind of ideas to this point? Kishoriko und Mataji? Ja. Hm. Also dass man so Projekte findet, wo man wohin geht, wo quasi noch kein ISKCON oder Krishna-Bewusstsein ist und dann die Gelder dafür verwendet, mit denen dort Projekte zu machen. Und man nennt es Projekt, aber eigentlich macht man dann einen Tempel auf. Oder wie? Oh. Yeah, so Kishori Kund Mataji thought or has in her heart that she wants to establish something in Magdeburg. Is it right? Yeah, and maybe we could use the Lakshmi from the government to establish something at a place where there is no ISKCON yet. Is that right? Oh yeah, she doesn't speak English. Yeah. Oops. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe we could just do what we anyway do, and we just call it a European project and get money for that. We just formulate it differently. We just have to make it clever. I will talk with Balaram Prana Prabhu.
I think that it should be as honest as possible also at the same time.
Yeah.
It should not be, because sometimes the devotees used to do that in the past, that they pretend to do a European project and don't do anything, like don't really do it, and then that's cheating and that we should not do.
No, but I mean, like Prabhu said, we are the international.
Yeah, but you need to do the work, you actually
Yeah.
need to have the people, you
Yeah.
actually need to do it. You know?
Hmm.
Yeah, so it's not a good idea to, because, you know, lies have short legs.
Yeah.
So if you mess up, then you get a bad rating, then you're out. You know?
Yeah.
Should be done honestly and properly. Because the idea is like Jaramar Harper was the main devotee doing it in Europe, and he's like the priority is to benefit the people. So benefit the actual participants in such a project. They should actually have a real benefit.
Hmm.
It should not be just okay. We just get money and build a temple. The money should
Oh, yeah,
actually
sure.
be there for the people. They should
Yeah.
have a benefit. They actually should have experienced something, learned something. Then in the second part, you know, those who are organizing should be also being supported, of course. And then in the third position, only project has a benefit of an institution.
Sure. So there needs a lot of preparation and idea finding what kind of project it could be, which could be supported from the government. Let's keep it like this. And if you fear something coming up, or Krishna gives you intelligence during the year, or there is something which needed to be like gefördert, supported, then we can go deeper in this thematic. Yeah, so next point was for me to preach to prominence or politics. This came out up just recently that we watched interviews with Prithu Prabhu, like in the old days with George Harrison and all that, and we all know how big the preaching success was because of the Beatles. So this is a point where, because someone asked me, do you know someone famous Hare Krishna in Germany? And I couldn't answer. I don't know anyone like who is involved in politics or in making music, or I don't know. Nina Hagen. Jai. Yeah, so this I would find a very nice project if someone wants to take part in that. Try to find a possibility, an event where to meet such people, or a family member knows someone personally and then arrange a meeting with someone prominent in our movement or something like that. You wanted to say something? Yeah.
He's very enthusiastic for this topic.
Oh yeah.
He regularly approached me and said, like, we should. This is like very famous, like this tennis player. She just, she just lost her one family member, and I saw she made a post. She's looking for spirituality and Buddhism as some source of, to deal with this problem. We should contact her. And he had many, like this famous sportsman, and he always said he found the information of this person. We wrote a simple letter and invited her to come to the program. So he's always very enthusiastic, and is always like has a radar looking for people, like famous people who might post something or say something in public. Then maybe they are a little bit, receptive to what we come up with. And
Nice. Something else from your side, or that you want to be in the project to organize something seriously in this regard? Maybe go to the Berlinale or something to distribute books. Okay. Yeah. So this is another point quite related to that, like television or radio or famous YouTube bloggers, like to connect with them and do their something.
one more is this devotee is in NC now. He's a member of the AfD. So maybe he can get in touch with Bible or something.
Wow. Okay. He's a member of the AfD in a political group. Ah. Yeah. But you don't want to say his name.
I forgot his name.
Okay.
But he just joined recently the National Council, and he said, he was interviewed, what is your occupation? Politics as well. And they were like, okay, which party? I said, quiet.
Okay.
But he's mainstream in Germany, so.
Yeah.
There's a Christian section in the AfD also. The AfD has a Christian group.
Mhm.
Christians in the AfD. We can have Hare Krishna in the
It already happened.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, with this famous YouTube bloggers, this probably would something for Ananda Krishna Prabhu to connect with them more and make some cooperation if he's inspired to.
He has a few corporations already.
Yeah.
Yeah. Quite big.
Anyone else inspired to do something in this regard? Oh, okay. Okay, then we come to festivals. So this year and the year before, we had some very nice, inspiring, and successful festival preachings. And no devotee came from that yet, but it was a great fun, and we met many like special souls, and a lot of books went out, and it was really like an adventure. And yeah, also an opportunity to make a special endeavor. And for this year, there are 3 festivals which I would like to highlight, where we always do something together with other devotees. And this is the Waldfrieden, the Nova Rock, and the Indian Spirit Festival. The Waldfrieden and the Indian Spirit are psychedelic trance festivals, like Goa music, electronic music. And the Nova Rock is a rock festival in Austria. Waldfrieden is more near Hannover, and Indian Spirit between Hamburg and Berlin. And last year, or this year already, we wanted to do it with some devotees together, for example, Jai Sachinandana Prabhu and his wife. But then there came something in between, that the Ritviks contacted me that they already planned to go there, and that it would be a great mess if we go together. So in the beginning of the year, I will talk with them, and then we deal something out to which festivals we can go, and they go the others. So yeah, it was very nice preaching. I didn't prepare some pictures, but we were on the Indian Spirit last year with Lilamrita Mataji, Daruka Prabhu, and 2 devotees who joined, and it was really fun. We had a book table, and we went from tent to tent, and it was yeah, like amazing. And the people needed so much. Like, there are so many young people who have their whole arms full of scarves, like they are hurting themselves. They're really like in despair, and they are completely open, and it's like they are the modern hippies. So this year also Jai Sachi and Nitya Manjari Mataji said they would be inspired that we do it together. So I will make promotion before, that you can jump into the project when we are doing it. But if you are inspired, then you can also approach me during the festival, and then I can note it down that we do something together. And I raised funds for a festival because we also wanted to do prasadam distribution at the last we did. That was also a psychedelic festival, the WOOF, and that was also very nice. We were all together, and we had like a nice schedule. We did the morning program together, we cooked, and then we went out 4 hours for book distribution, invited the people to our place. We had some kind of lager, like a camp. And then we invited the people to take prasadam with us. Everyone came and ate, and when 20 people or so gathered, we started kirtan with them, and we gave a small lecture. And when then everyone left, we distributed the rest of the prasadam. We went from tent to tent with the full pots, and it was such a special experience. Like, the people were crying literally because they couldn't understand how you can be so nice and just give food. It's like it was really amazing experience. So if you, yeah, it would be great if we would do it with more devotees. Then we can make Harinam as well. Then maybe someone can stay back and cook more, and then we can preach more, invite more people. So it's a very, very good thing, and the past showed that it can be very successful. As Prithu Prabhu and Jai Sachinandana Prabhu were telling me stories of their former preachings at the rainbow gatherings, and this is quite similar to it. So yeah, I'm looking very forward to this. It gives me a lot of life, and yeah. So if you want to take part, you can approach me, and I will promote it also in the groups before we go. Yeah. Then is a special thing I want to plan. There's the Indian Days in Karlsruhe with Advaita Gaura Hari Prabhu. It's a very big festival there, and it's called Indian Days, and everything is about India. Yeah, and it's 3 or 4 days, and I guess 70 or 80,000 people come. and he wants to manage that we get there a tent. He said he wanted to bring us there, but this year I had different plans, and next year we want to do it. So if you want to take part there, it's a great opportunity with a book table to distribute books. And we also want to arrange a good kirtaniya to try to manage to make a stage show. Like we want to organize a really good kirtaniya, and then to just bring him on the stage with some good musicians, and that I don't know how many thousands can see the kirtan. Yeah, so if you want to take part in that, you can also approach me, and we will promote it before we do it. Then is this Padayatra in Österreich as well, in Austria, which will be most probably in the autumn next year. So there will be a lot of time for you, and we will also promote it. Late September, yeah. And this I can really encourage because it was really amazing. So it's like a continuous festival for 5-6 days, and you can give so much, and you can experience so much Krishna consciousness. And yeah, after this we really, like Vrajajan Prabhu said, why am I working? If I could have this every day, I would just don't do something else. Yeah, if we could manage to do it all the time, just going all the time to a different party, to a different place, and it's self-sustainable. It's a complete whole yagya. You can just, yeah, it's amazing. And then a healing festival. Jaya Sachinandana and Nitya Manjari showed me a healing festival in Czech. So, yeah, this is something I'm also inspired to take part. And if you are also, then we can do it together. You can approach us, and we will promote it also in the groups. And then my last point, that was regarding this Sankirtan Festival. There were some many tries and fails to invite Maharajas to this festival, but because there are so many other different things going on around New Year, no one has really time. And then we figured out that at least Sachinanda Maharaj and Janananda Maharaj would come or find time if we would just move the whole festival into mid of January, which would give us the possibility not only to have their association, but also have the association of the Italian devotees and the French devotees who expand the marathon until the New Year, the 31st. The 6th of January. Oh, the French only make until...
The Italians make until the 6th of January.
Yeah.
That's the same day New Year.
Yeah. And they say this is the greatest time between Christmas and New Year because people are most receptive, money, want to blah, 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 blah. Yeah, and we could also move our marathon a little bit because it would be a little awkward. We do the marathon and then there is 2 weeks gap and then we meet for the festival. So it's just an idea till now, and I wanted to present it to you and share a little what you maybe think about this. Prabhu.
And why Sheshika Prabhu's lived to give campaign. I mean, this is the Bhagavad Gita. It lasts to 7 of January.
Hmm.
And also airplane tickets are much cheaper at this time also for many to come here.
Hmm.
Christmas is also expensive.
Someone wants to say something else to it?
Maybe the devotees from Czech are here.
Actually, I'm only one.
He's also from Czech. But would you be for you be easier to come for New Year because usually now we have mainly Austria, Swiss, and Germany here meeting, like almost every year. And in the past we had from Finland, from Italy, from Slovakia also usually if somebody comes, and also from England somebody who used to come. And all of them said if we do it in January we could come every year. So it would be a question for Czech devotee because they're like the second most important visitors always come here, besides the Germans. So if for you it's interesting to do it in January also, then it could be an option for next year, on the 25th, 26th. Sunday. So 26th is the one.
Yes, we can discuss with the elder devotees, and I think of course it's possible, and I think it's a good idea actually. Even in Czech Republic, I saw that the shops and shopping centers are still full of people between even after Christmas Eve.
Everything is on sale.
So it will be probably the same.
Okay, so we will continue with the talks with the Czech devotees, especially Sankirtan Prabhu. Shikshastaka Prabhu, do you know about the situation of the Swiss devotees?
Yes. It's anyway only me and maybe a few devotees.
Would it make a great difference for you to?
Not really sure.
Yeah.
I think it would be possible. It's just one thing that I was thinking is that many devotees over these festive days, Christmas, they want to see family. And so that, yeah.
So sorry, which date is supposed to be? Like 11th or 15th?
In the first half of the year.
So would you think it would be a great obstacle to distribute during Christmas time for the book distributors, that they are too attached to go to their family at this time?
Some will go for sure.
Regard, huh? Now, is there any more idea from your side? Anything that came to your side, what you want to present in this audience, and to ask for support because you want to give more stress to this kind of preaching possibility? Yes, Prabhu.
I would be, of course, I don't promise anything, but I'm interested in many of these points you have.
Yeah.
And I think it would be interesting to make like a German traveling party, preaching party, from different temples, like a, I don't want to say convoy, but something like this, different vehicles, and we go, for example, especially the summertime. Summertime is a great time for festivals, for Rath Yatras. So we invite devotees from, not only from Germany, from different parts, to actually travel with us and to be like, we're going like a group of devotees together. And they know, like in America we had this we follow concerts, there's 10 bands together and they make a group and they travel to different places and they offer music. So devotees, we united all American devotees from different temples and we made a group, not in, like 7, 8 vehicles. So we just travel we follow this concert. They go to Phoenix, we follow Phoenix. So we follow their tour basically whole summer. And this was something called, so we followed their tour basically whole summer. And this was something like unforgettable to me. This was really nice because then the people, when I was living in temple with 2 devotees when I just came first time to America, and then I suddenly joined, Kushtuba, Vijay, Tara, these huge Sankirtan devotees, and suddenly I did I was doing maybe 8 small books a day, 10 small, and then suddenly I could do like 60, 70 big books from one day to another, just with their association. Something like this, I would be interested to maybe, how do you say, even organize. And then when you have a festival, in between the festivals, we can just go to a town and organize our own stage even later on or something like this.
Yeah.
Any town. I would be very interested in this.
Yeah, I mean, Kripa Sindhu Prabhu already built up a van just for this purpose.
Yeah.
Like he has a big van and 5 devotees can sleep inside of the van. Yeah.
And you have people because we travel all over, and you have like people who hang out. They don't know what to do with themselves. They just say, okay, travel with us 1 week, no obligation. You can travel 3 days, you can travel 3 months, no obligations. But the people know, at least in Europe and this area, they can hop in anytime they want. You know, you have little Amrita who sometimes doesn't know what to do with herself.
She's so fired up
So
in
she
this
can go
regard. She
out
would be at every festival.
you can go
whenever
everywhere,
told her.
you know.
Yeah. She,
And you have
she
all
loves
kinds
it.
of people, you know.
Yeah.
And it's, you know, anyways. So this I would be personally interested.
At least to the Waldfrieden Festival this year also come 2 French devotees. I told them what we are doing, and they said, please, yeah, we want to do it. They don't do it in their country, and they also want to join this.
This was kind of my dream since a long time. I saw this Italian devotees for 20 years ago. They had a semi-truck, big truck, LKW truck, and inside they made a stage. So they arrive in a town, they just open it, and it's a stage. So they did drama, they did kirtan, they did lecture, and on the back of the truck they have a little goshala with 2 calves. And the calves travel throughout it, you know, so every people can travel. I mean, this is such an attraction with the cows. When we travel Ratha Yatra in Czech Republic, the bulls are a huge attraction. People, when they see, everybody wants to touch the bull, and he's just sitting there chewing. You know, it's very, very nice. So something like this, I would be very interested to me. You know, to develop something like, I don't want to say a road show, but something like to be constantly on the road and people can hop in whenever they like.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
And then we have several bases, you know, we can, whenever somebody's tired or fried, we send it back to the temple, you know, regenerate a little bit, so they can come back again.
Yeah, Krishna gives so easily facilities. We were just having association with Advaita Gaura Hari Prabhu.
Yes.
At the mid of last year it started that we were doing a book seminar in Heidelberg, and then he joined, and then we had a lot of association with him. And he's a big distributor from the past, has now a taxi corporation, and he was so pleased that he gave us a new his old van. So now we have his van, and he sent us the van together with the stage we use now for the community Sankirtan Festival. I think we just have to start, and we have to start doing something together, and then it will come on its own. That people will join. They have more capacity, more Lakshmi, or a vehicle or something.
Yes.
And then it will grow on its own. But we have the Ratha Yatras, we have some festivals we go, and if we start there in unity, and we with the Padayatra in Simhachalam in Austria, then we can slowly build something up. Looks like a nice future plan. I would be also really happy to join this. Anything else? Mataji.
Just in Switzerland, in Zurich, now we have a university preaching program. I don't know how the situation is looking here, but this program is very nice actually, and we're doing it now for 2 years. The intellectual part, they really receptive, and if somebody is studying and really likes to do this more, also in Italy, I think Shyam Govinda Prabhu and Martina Noguchi gave to Vortrag. So that would be a possibility also.
Yeah, actually Munindragana Prabhu planned to start next year, because we have a preaching flat in Linz, and we want to now focus, or the plan was that he focuses more on the universities. You want to say something to this, Munindragana Prabhu?
Yes, we are thinking about different things what we could do. And yes, with Subal we reflected. I was reflecting with Subal in the marathon a little bit. And our thought was to maybe, I mean, it
would be nice also to have some connections with some students. I mean, I don't know, so far I know we was also in Zurich with Bhakti Maharaj, visiting also one preaching program in Zurich, and the devotees told us there are also connections to some students, or even some devotees also who are studying. Also Mataji also was studying.
Yeah, that's what we were doing.
And actually, I don't like to overdo it quick, and then because when we not anymore what to say liked by the universities, then it's off. I would like to start it slowly, that we have really some relationships, maybe that we get know some students or whatever, to build up something, and then step by step look in which parts we go, how we can enter a little bit, not that much, but even Björn also, our Björn from the ashram, he mentioned that Bhakti Vasudev Swami would be interested because he's scholar to speak in universities. And that's why the idea blew up. And let's see, I need to speak with Björn, how inspired he is maybe to do with him, that we should distribute flyers. And our thought was now with Suban, that maybe to do in Linz some few programs, some special programs, not what we're running now, the weekly programs, but special programs, to announce them, to arrange them, and distribute only flyers for one program. I mean, and then maybe for another part, but invite young students, and then we have to create a program what we use with Prashad, with different things with the flyer, what's attractive for them, and then try to get some connection. Who is inspired, they can come next time or even join to the weekly, and then let's see what we can build up somehow, some ideas like this. And then let's see what we can do with the universities, or with students, cooperation. Maybe we can go on the, what is this, on the campus maybe, and distribute something maybe. But I like to do step by step what we can get programs.
I know that Krishna Marupa Prabhu is becoming our GBC, and he presented to us his 10-year plan in Germany, and one big part was university preaching, to promote university preaching, find ideally if a devotee is already studying, then through this devotee you arrange for a lecture, and you invite prominent like Bhakti Srimad-Bhagavatam Maharaj, or somebody who can present the philosophy very practically, very nicely. Then this was certainly one of the points of Krishna Marupa Prabhu for Germany. And Germany has so many universities. So, Indian devotees actually are interested, like from the ISKCON Vidyalaya, we have Gopal Prabhu, and he's planning to study Sanskrit in Germany. And he's already a scholar in Sanskrit, but to come to Germany, finish some of his thesis in Germany in connection with the university, and then through him we will have an entry. So it's a very powerful program if it's done nicely. It's preaching to the scholars, and Germany is the biggest Sanskrit university collection. Yeah, it's interesting.
Wanted to give some inspiration with your, or did they take this up, or?
Yeah, it's just an idea
Yeah.
for how it stands. And I also had a question. All these points, is it actually open for everyone, or just the German community?
Yeah, I mean, I made this more or less for the Swiss. Yeah. Like also this activity group, because we are one yatra, and this group is always free for everyone to join and to get something done. Jai. So thank you for your attendance, and if you have any questions or ideas after this meeting, You are always very welcome to share, and we have the whole year until we meet again. And yeah, we anyway will perform about activities to participate, and maybe you can use also the opportunity, especially you Matajis together with Heidi Mataji, how you connect and distribute together. Find the opportunity to distribute books. Yes, Mataji?
Yeah, I was just speaking, from Pastor Heidi Mataji, we were actually discussing about this, and she also mentioned stuff like that, and that she's really fired to do. She has such a good desire.
Yeah.
So I was just thinking, and I faced the same thing actually. This year I did for Zurich. Before I was doing for Slovenia and Ljubljana. So I faced all these many years faced the same thing. And so yeah, I was just speaking with her, and we sort of came to this conclusion, like in summertime, we would perhaps, she would come to Zurich in Switzerland, she would travel with me. Or at one point I would come to Germany also, sometimes with her, and we would travel. So, but yeah, so we sort of planned this, and Krishna allows this could happen.
Very
I mean,
nice.
from both
Cool.
of us, it's a super positive yes. So yeah, we could get Yamuna also. She also distributes books, by the way.
Nice.
She's also very good with distribution. And also, Rati Mataji also. Yeah, she is. In Zurich, every Saturday we have like Sankirtan Festival.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, like all the devotees go out and distribute books. And Rati Mataji also came a few times on marathon. Yamuna Mataji also. She's pretty good with university preaching in particular. And yeah, so they both are very fired up as well.
Nice, yeah.
Yes, like I know Heidi wants to buy a van for himself ideally.
Oh really?
But actually we have a third van which is empty. So there's a third van here in Simhachalam, so at least until there's no more male Sankirtan book distributors, it could be used before we unregister it.
Sure.
There was often before discussions for Matajis is often a bit difficult with traveling. Maybe a bit Ananda Krishna Prabhu was also before previous times discussions. Maybe it would be easier for Matajis from temples. What Mataji mentioned, maybe for example for Heidi to go to Zurich, and in parties then go out 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever. Maybe then the other Matajis coming here. And yesterday one Mataji approached me also and asked me about Heidi or other Matajis who could come maybe to her to Berlin. And I think this could be, I don't know, but maybe easier for Matajis to together. Maybe 2-3 Matajis.
So the thing is, in the past, very often, like one lady alone went on traveling, and that's not so good. But if there's a good group, then, and if they get along well, because of course a narrow space in a van, if they go along well, then
Different lifestyles is.
then, but because they used to be very, like Manira always talks about, very successful Mataji Sankirtan parties. So the van is there. Before we unregister it, it could be used.
Okay, yeah. Is there anything to add, or shall we close here?
Can I share?
Yeah? Hare Krishna Mataji.
I just wanted to share how we distribute books. I'm originally from Ukraine, but we not just from the Zurich temple. And usually I'm traveling a lot because of my family reasons and profession. So I'm always having books with me, and for example in Ukraine I'm taking books in my in Kharkiv, for example, and going to the border, and before I get to the border I'm just distributing books to just anywhere. And I'm traveling often alone, and it's not for even in dangerous. And here in Europe also, for example,
Saji.
In route.
For example, sometimes I'm invited to like women conferences as a speaker, and I also distribute books there. And we organized a retreat for Russian-speaking, Ukrainian-speaking devotees, and we also had a very big table of books, and most of them were distributed. So I just say that
What's important is to take books always with us and anywhere we go to distribute. Not, I mean, of course I want to do for book distribution, purposely for book distribution, but sometimes I have a lot of responsibility.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for your comments.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hare Krishna, thank you very much. Next program is at 6 o'clock. The theater, Krishna's Birth or a Sankirtan Story. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Jai Sadhguru ki jai.